Hey guys, in today's video, I wanted to give you guys a quick update on how my Amazon FBA journey is going. So if you see my very first video on YouTube, I set a challenge for myself to take my Amazon FBA account from $0 to $50,000 a month. And I set a timeline for myself for 12 months. And I'm 3 months in and I just did $17,000 last month, which is great. You know, we're headed in the right direction. The first month I did Amazon FBA, did 1,800. Then that's when I set the challenge for myself. And that next month I did 8,000, then 10,000, and now 17,000. So we're definitely heading in the right direction. Obviously, Christmas time helps a lot, but nonetheless, it's going well. But in this video, I just wanted to go over some of the issues that I've run into, or I wouldn't say so much issues, but things that I've observed and learned that I want to share with you guys that I think will definitely help you when you're starting your Amazon FBA business. So the first thing I want to touch on is inventory management. When I launch my Amazon FBA products, I like to order anywhere from 200 to 500 units. I try not to order too many units because essentially I want to see if the product will sell first before making a much bigger order. And the reason I do this is because I want to minimize my risks. I don't want to buy 3 months worth of inventory, like let's say for example 1,500 units or 2,000 units, when I don't even know if this product's going to sell or not. So what I like to do is I like to buy maybe a month worth of inventory or whatever, 200 to 500 units is kind of the magic number. And then I see how well they do. And if those start doing well, then I make a much larger order to make sure I don't have any issues with inventory and I can be in stock consistently. But when you make that first test order, like I did right now, I've had 2 products that have done really, really well, but then what ended up happening is I end up running out of stock very quickly. And then there's a few weeks there where I'm out of stock. And that's kind of the issue that I've run into right now. Out of the 5 products I launched, 2 of them have done really well, but they ran out of inventory. So for example, one of the products that I had was doing $1,000 a day for the last 4 days. It was in stock, but then it ran out of stock. This was in October, but obviously you guys can tell if I was able to keep that in stock, my numbers would have been much larger. And I think a common misconception a lot of people have with Amazon is they think about how much money they want to make, right? Like they say, hey, I want to make 50,000 a month, or I want to make $100,000 a month, but they don't factor in how much money they'll actually need to spend in order to hit that level. So for example, if you want to make $50,000 revenue, you need to be able to have $50,000 worth of stock on hand. So let's say your product's $30. In order to make $50,000 a month, you need to sell 1,600 units. To buy 1,600 units, it's probably going to cost you around 8 to 10,000, give or take, whatever, depending on the cost of your product. So you have to know you have to have $8,000 to be able to buy the product. And usually you want to at least buy 3 months worth of product, so that way you're not running out every month, because that's just not a good issue. I think once, at the beginning is okay, but then after that you want to keep a consistent flow so that way your revenue keeps growing. Now with that being said, I'm not trying to scare you guys, right? Like you don't need 10,000 or 20,000 or whatever it is to start Amazon. If you've seen my other videos, you'll know that I launched some of my best products for $3,000 or $4,000. So let's say for somebody who only has $5,000 in their bank account, that's all they have. For them, what they're going to end up doing is you're going to spend the $5,000, you're going to launch your product. Hopefully your product does well. And let's say you get about 300 units. So you sell through the 300 units, you'll get your money back that you bought in inventory plus profit. And then now your next order, you'll probably have enough to order, let's say 600 units. So you order 600 units, you sell through those, then you make another order for 1,200 units. So you're going to be, for you to hit 50,000 is unrealistic because you don't even have enough money to buy that much inventory. You're gonna have to keep building up if that's all the money you have. The situation is obviously different if you're someone who has like $20,000, $50,000 sitting in the bank account. Then for sure, if you see the product's doing well, you can order a bunch more and you're gonna be able to make a lot more money faster. So that was the first thing I wanted to touch on, and that's the issue that I'm having right now. I'm kind of held hostage to my inventory, so that's why I only did 17,000. But I think with the 2 products that I have that are doing really well, I could easily hit about $30,000 to $40,000 a month, knock on wood, if I'm able to keep those in stock, which I should be able to after this point on. But it's just an issue that I've run into right now because obviously I only ordered a limited amount of inventory at the very beginning. So going on to the second point that I wanted to chat about is that out of the 5 products that I've launched, 2 have done exceptionally well. 1 is kind of in the middle, and then 2 are, I would say, below average. And what I mean by below average is they're selling through, but nothing exciting to make me want to keep selling them. Like the amount of money, the profit that I'm making is not a lot. So I will probably, let them run out of inventory through the winter months and then not order more and just focus on selling the good ones or growing the good ones and growing those brands. And the point I wanted to make about this, and something that I kind of came to realization, was, you know, even though I've done Amazon before, oh yeah, sorry guys, I haven't mentioned this, but I'm just mentioning this now. So this is not my first time doing Amazon FBA. I've recently built and sold my last Amazon FBA business for multiple six figures. So I'm just starting from scratch again with these new brands. But anyway, so someone like me who's launched, you know, I've launched over 15 products. So not a whole ton, but a decent amount. You would think, oh yeah, every product he launches is successful, and that's not the case. And that's kind of what I wanted to share in this video, was to a certain degree, when it comes to launching products on Amazon, there is a certain degree of luck, right? You can make sure you obviously avoid picking really bad products that aren't going to sell at all, but sometimes not every product you launch is going to be, you know, a $50,000 a month product or even a $10,000 a month product. The markets, you know, the market will tell, and sometimes, you know, maybe the color you launched or the design that you launched just doesn't do as well as you expect. I'm not trying to scare you guys and say, hey, you know, the chance of you failing are really high, so don't do it. You should definitely still do it, right? Because if you don't do it, then your chance of success is zero. But at least if you try, even if you fail and you keep trying again, eventually you will be successful. You know, you can watch my videos. You can obviously, there's a lot of courses out there. You guys can do these things to kind of help you avoid losing money. But what I'm trying to say is, even though I have all the knowledge I have, you know, not every product is going to be a super successful product, but it's all part of the journey. And that's something that I'm learning as well, is even with the products that I launched, the 2 that I did really well, I'm trying to focus on what I did well with those and keep doing that. And then also the 3 that didn't do so well, where could I have done something better, or what was the issue? If, you know, sometimes it's not even, for example, with one of my products, it was doing well, it was doing very well at the beginning, but then randomly, you know, I think due to the economy or something, the amount of people searching or buying this product just dropped. That's something I can't really control, and it's hard to see that. So even the first month was quite good with that product, then it just dropped. So that's out of my control. Things happen, but you just have to move on, learn from them, and keep progressing forward. So that's it for this video, guys. I'm gonna keep you guys updated on how my account is going. Currently, at the start of November, I'm only at $600 a month because, like I said, 2 of my best products are not in stock right now, but one of them should be coming back into stock shortly here. So hopefully by the end of this month, I'm able to kind of salvage some decent profits, and I will keep you guys posted on how much I end up making. So if you got some value out of this video, please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. I've got a lot more videos coming for you guys in the near future, so I'll see you in the next one.